All right, hello. This is a little different than an abandoned jail or house. Today, we're going to be talking about the stone tape theory. I've talked about this in several of my videos, but I never felt like I fully got into what the stone tape theory is. So today we're going to be talking about the history of the stone tape theory and all that goes into it. Again, this setting looks a little bit different. I'm pretty busy right now, so it's hard to push out more investigations. So in the time being, I thought I'd do some shorter videos like this, so just let me know if you like them or if you don't like them, or if there's something you'd rather see more. So let's dive into it. In 1961, an archaeologist and researcher named Thomas Charles Lethbridge published a book called Ghosts and Ghouls. In this book, he proposed that events can be stored into objects because of the energy that surrounds natural environments like rivers, mountains, and forests. Because of this book, a lot of people say that it inspired a movie called The Stone Tape. And this is where we start off. In 1972, BBC aired the movie The Stone Tape. This movie was written by Nigel Neal and directed by Peter Sasdy. So, what is this movie? Have you ever seen it? Have you ever heard of it? I haven't. Had to do some little research. So, this movie is about a team of researchers that go into a Victorian mansion. In this mansion, a woman was brutally murdered. They start to experience things. The team of researchers want to find out if the mansion's haunted. So they start investigating, start running experiments, and what they theorize is that the mansion isn't actually haunted by any spirits, but rather the stone walls have absorbed that event and it keeps replaying that event over and over again. Hence, stone tape. So this is kind of what brought the theory to life. Like I said, Lethbridge wrote a book and published it based on his ideas, and that is said to inspire this movie. However, this was being talked about even in the 1800s. So before this movie and before Lethbridge's book, this concept was being explored by academics and scientists. To name one, Charles Babbage. If this name sounds familiar, it's because he is accredited to be the father of computers. He was a mathematician and a philosopher in the 1800s. Babbage believed that human speech remains in the air where we cannot touch or see it, but given the right circumstances and technology, we may be able to hear these recorded voices of the past. Circling back to the 1970s, a prominent psychologist and parapsychologist, which if you don't know, that is the study of the paranormal and other psychic phenomena, William G. Roll, he proposed a theory called place memory theory. This theory states that places and locations can absorb feelings, emotions, and events which people in real time can experience and feel. Roll stated that tragic and traumatic events is what causes these events to absorb into the environment. So that was a brief history of where the stone tape theory came from. I'm sure there are many other academics that explore this, knowing that in the Victorian age, people were really into the paranormal. And this just offers a brief explanation into what the stone tape theory is and the history of it. So putting all this together, the stone tape theory provides information on what residual hauntings are. I'm going to do a video in the future about different types of hauntings, so I'll explain more in then. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, which if you're watching this video, you probably already do. If you don't, that's okay. But residual haunting is not intelligent haunting. So if you're in a house, if you're in a hospital, jail, whatever, if you're communicating with a spirit and you're not getting intelligent answers, like you're not getting a name when you ask for it in a spirit box session, or if you're getting random words, if they're not communicating when you ask them to, like, can you touch this red light, a REM pod? Can you turn this flashlight on? While this is a jump, because not all spirits want to communicate, but some spirits, that energy might just be residual. So it's just a time loop of an event playing over and over and over again. Like I said, there's so many different types of hauntings, and the stone tape theory just provides one explanation for one type of haunting, which is residual energy. I'm curious to know, have you ever experienced any residual energy, residual hauntings? What are some telltale signs that you're dealing with something residual? Personally, we just investigated a location where there was a tragic fire that wiped out a small village. There was a well where about 7 people sought refuge during the fire. That well is still there today. Me and my boyfriend We placed our digital voice recorder in the well and left it there for about 10 minutes. This is a voice-activated digital recorder. If you don't know, it's the DR60. We left it there for 10 minutes, played it back. We caught a conversation happening. I'm gonna play the clip right now. Come in here. So my theory is we caught a conversation of someone in the well, maybe 2 or 3 people looking out, seeing someone running, either running to or running away. And that person, which I believe is Thomas, and we verified in the video that there were 2 people named Thomas. So the people yell at him to come into the well, but he yells, clear as day, I'm leaving. So it sounds like he just fled the fire. I don't know if he made it out. Maybe he was going back to try to find his family, who knows, but this is a great example of residual energy. So I'm curious to know your thoughts. Leave a comment below if you've ever dealt with this. I hope you like this video. I know it's a little different than investigating, but again, I just want to kind of create more videos regarding the paranormal. Investigating is still my focus. I still want that to be the main part of this channel, but trying something new just to see if you guys like it. So let me know down below if you do. Otherwise, I'll see you next video.